Hey guys, this is lesson 108 in math. In this lesson, we will identify decimal place values and write the names of the decimal numbers. And I think I drew a chart kind of similar to this on the board for you for math dailies, or maybe it was a math lesson one time, but we'll just review that really quickly. The chart below, I'm reading right here, shows place values from hundreds to hundredths. From the decimal point, we find the value of each place. To the left of the decimal is ones, tens, hundreds. And normally, if you don't have these, if you have nothing after the decimal, then they just don't write the decimal. So usually when we're working with whole numbers, we don't put the decimal because there's nothing after it. It's just as if there were zeros after it. To the right of the decimal point is the tenths place, or 1/10 place, and then the hundredths place, or 1/100th. So the example asks you to name the place value of the 3 in each number. So I know you can see the answer in your book, so just cover that up. The first one, A, is 23.4, or 23 and 4 tenths. I'm sorry, 23 and 4 tenths. So you look for the 3, and then if you need help, you can check up here. But we know in front of the decimal point we have ones, tens. So the 3 is in the ones place. Then next, 2.34, or 2 and 34 100ths. So after the decimal point, we have tenths and then hundredths. So the 3 is in the tenths place. Then C, 32.4, or 32 and 4 tenths. So we look for the 3. From the decimal, we have ones and tens. So the 3 is in the tens place. And then D, 4.23, or 4 and 23 hundredths. The 3 is 2 places past the decimal, so it's tenths, hundredths. So the 3 is in the hundredths place. So just use this chart if you need to. Example 2 says, which digit in 23.47, or 23 and 47 hundredths, is in the same place as the 5 in 8.5, or 8 and 5 tenths. So which digit in this number is the same as the 5 in this number? Well, it is the first place after the decimal, which is tenths. So the first place after the decimal here, tenths, would be 4. Okay, the next section just talks about naming decimal numbers. To name a decimal number, or to say its name, we first name the whole number part, and then we name the decimal part. So to read this decimal number, we say the whole number first, 562. Then you read the decimal point by saying and we talked about this when we did money. You say and for the decimal. 562 and. Then we read the number to the right of the decimal point. 562 and 35. And then finally, you name the place value of the last digit. 562 and 35 hundredths. Okay. Then the next part says, and I know you can, if you're using your book, you can see it, but we would use words to name each number. So say what's in front of the decimal first. 12 and 34 hundredths. Okay, look at B. 1 and 3 tenths. And C, 6 and 7 100ths. Because it's 2 digits, it's in the hundredths place. This would be the tenths, and this would be the hundredths. And of course, you can check your answers here for the solution. And then there are some practice problems. You could just kind of walk yourself through those, read them, sort of answer them to yourself, just to make sure you've got the hang of it, or you're welcome to write it out if you'd like. And then we will work problem set 108. And I'm not going to have you do the whole problem set. You may skip 15 through 22 and skip 24 and 25. So you'll do 1 through 14 and then skip these 3 rows, do 23, and skip the next 3, and do the last 2. So again, skip 15 through 22 and skip 24 and 20 through 26. Thanks, guys.